Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with another Paladins video on the new update. This change is much more straightforward than some of the other ones I've covered and will be covering in the next couple of days. I've tried my best to cover like a mix of the different classes, but Willow has got one of the more interesting changes in just this update, or recently in general. She can now sort of fly or float like Andro. Like a thing people have wanted for a really long time. Don't know really how else I could word it. She can pretty much just fly. I thought about making a build kind of based around it, buffing the F out more so we could use the Flutter more, but realistically, playing standard Willow I think is going to be the best way to show this off because you've got tons of reset in there anyway. And yeah, the standard Willow setup should already really play into it. So let's jump into game one. Just get us going. Shouts out there to Leon. He's on Fury. He probably won't see this for a couple of days, but yeah, I don't even know why I bother doing the intros anymore. We've got a Koga, Kinessa, and a Torvald. TDM Throne should be great to show this off versus Eevee, Andro, Fury, Koga, and Buck. Only Andro there can really shoot us out. Fury and Koga kinda. But my whole point of what I was trying to say is that this is a really simple change that I think will bring a lot of joy, assuming people don't hate going against it. Blastflower also got buffed, and nobody seemed to really care. I don't see that much Willow considering how good she is at the moment, so this will also show her off. Grab Kronos and leave it at that for now. We've got Cherish. Thanks, Grandpa. I'm just going to F up straight away and show you the hover. Look at how kind of crazy this is to be able to do on Willow. It's kind of insane. I was just hitting the Buck for free, but yeah, there's the matchup. Fury's going for the new beam as well, which I need to cover at some point, but like I said, if you've got any suggestions or order you want to see me cover things in, and maybe something that I haven't done, I should have done earlier, let me know. I'm just going to be blasting away here with Willow, kind of for free, assuming we don't have too much trouble. There's a dead zone. Buck's gone. Technically, you can stay in the F forever if you're getting a limbs, because you can just get the F reset. I don't know why I'm walking into that. I don't know how it went the way it did there either. It's kind of weird. But obviously you are significantly easier to hit when you're gliding around, so it is a bit of a disadvantage. Similar to with Andro, you're going to want to time it and use it when it makes sense, and try and not die when everybody is low health like that. I could have picked up like 4 kills if I just got one reset. I'll throw the things down there, finish off the Furia maybe, go for the ultimate, and now we should be alright, because they can't really hit us. Koga can kind of, but like I said, we should be alright, assuming we're not too close to them. And this way we can also be all the way back here and not really worried about it, because we can just like F up again. I'm probably dead though. Hide behind the rock a little bit. That kind of worked. Am I gone? Yeah, eventually. My damage has not been great. My accuracy's been kind of scuffed. Yeah, honestly though, this is such a great change to Willow. I'm super happy to have seen this. I'm surprised I didn't do it sooner, to be honest, because I feel like people have been sort of asking or, you know, memeing about this for a while. I know that I've definitely said it at least once in a Willow video, just because it comes to mind, because it fits her character, and it wouldn't really be necessarily like too crazy strong. I don't think it will be, but maybe the changes to the other parts of her kit will add up, because Blastflower at the moment and a few other things are particularly strong with Willow. There's a combo on the Eevee. I'm dead. Fury actually stopped the beam on me there. She's going for the healer setup and she bothered to stop it. Trying to get damage here on him, but honestly, I've just been super inaccurate in this one. The death floor is super like close. I'm trying my best to not like jump off the edge thinking I can hover for a bit. That's a Fury ult. I'm just gliding away over here, which you wouldn't usually be able to do. I kind of jumped off the edge a little bit there for a second. We'll go up and then ult. Yep, this map is kind of weird for Willow, because at the same time as being able to really easily fire down damage, I feel like I'm just super open to getting hit the entire time. There goes their Fury. I got blocked. There we go, took a minute. Do feel like this will like buff her play rate a ton, because I did, you know, not really see very much Willow in the past couple of months. I feel like she's been a pretty unpopular character, despite the fact they've buffed her and everything. I don't see her that much, and she's really strong, so this should hopefully fix her, because she's significantly more fun to play like this, and more different. It gives her another thing that's unique about it, even though she didn't need that. That was a pretty good amount of damage. They'll F up again. My commentary in this one has been so scuffed. I'm just trying to keep up with playing Willow in the air, which I'm not usually able to do, and I don't think they'll ever revert this, because I think people would be kind of upset if they did. Once you play Willow like this, I can tell you after having just played this one game and messed around in the target practice, she is so much more fun, and you're able to get into positions you really couldn't usually do with Willow, especially coming with like the ultimate and this setup. It works particularly well, even though I'm not playing, you know, that great. It's not really that good at leading the shots, to be honest. For some reason on Willow, they feel really, really slow when you're this far away, which you're usually not able to be for very long. Actually, just got stuck because I can't go through there. Am I dead? I actually am going to die. Okay, well, it makes sense for me to have that at least once in the video to die to the thing that I'm trying to show off, but yeah, for some reason you can't go around that bit, even though it really looks like you should be able to. Andrew's just gliding around. My accuracy was super bad in that one, but we won anyway. I wasn't looking at the score. We got the victory. Obviously, it's going to feel great to play there, because it's just normal Willow, but with a thing extra you can do. You don't even have to play with this. You can completely ignore it if you want to, but it's really, really nice to see, and definitely does bring joy. And I think a lot of people who have been playing Willow for a while will be super happy to see this. Shout out there again to a bunch of people will re-queue. For the build, I don't really think you need to tweak it. You definitely could, and you know, you can reduce the cooldown, but I think with just the reset, even though we weren't maxing it there, I think you've got enough, you know, time in the air with the F and stuff. It feels very similar to playing Andro, but with like a mix of Jogos in there too. Game 2, Splitstone Quarry. We've got 2 Fernandos. I've seen a ton of Fernando. Definitely seems to be the change that most people have picked up on compared to the others. I feel like I've seen pretty much all the other champions the same amount. I've not seen a Willow, I don't think, yet, but Fernando's been in nearly every game. We've got a Vora 2, Cassie, and a Grover versus Leon, Andro, Eevee, and Damber. Let's go for the same thing again and run it. Full of talents, we've got Unyielding, Formidable on Fernando, which for some reason I've seen like twice now. Impulse, Deep Roots, Aegis, Ripened Gold, Snow Globe, which is going to be annoying, Alacrity, and Dark Swords. I even read that outright. There was also saying in the chat that I didn't see. I just kind of spam the whole thing there and then glide around a little bit. I nearly forgot that I could do it, but being able to do it on this map is kind of crazy, and it should help us avoid the Eevee. Actually, I never really thought about the fact that it gives you just the ability to avoid certain like flankers, especially combined with the kit like damage reduction and stuff. I think it works quite well. But yeah, shout out to the Fernando. We're just going to jump down on this side, throw the Q, just the whole kit there. We're going to F over this way. Don't want to get too close, really. I don't even know if there's any point in firing into the shield because they're going to get it. We're not going to be able to jump back on. Dead Zone, I guess, just to stop the heals, but I think her Ice Block actually overrides it. Right, I'm dead. Eevee Snow Globe is just going to kill me anytime she pops it. I have no way to really counterplay that. Even if I go for like CC reduction and stuff, I basically just have to avoid the Eevee. So instead the plan is going to be to kind of just fly around and hopefully avoid the Eevee that way. She isn't playing insanely well, so we should be fine. The Leon, on the other hand, is kind of really annoying. Do I go for the ultimate here? Yeah, that probably wasn't worth doing, but at least we scare them away. Also can cancel the ultimate early and kind of glide around because the momentum on it is different for some reason. The momentum on the ultimate sometimes just feels terrible. Throw the Q there, kind of tapping the Fernando a little bit. His shield is very, very annoying. I will say Fernando might be a little bit too good. But yeah, Fernando is definitely performing well, and I think I said that before they even buffed him. So seeing him in the position he's in now is kind of interesting. We just double tap the Andro. The Fernando ulted there. We'll F up, glide around a little bit. I feel like I should try and get rid of the Lian because then I can be a little bit more free. But the Eevee also kind of scares me. My shots have been so bad in this one. We're just going to go over this way. Feels like I can just position myself so much better on Willow. Even though I'm still dying a lot, I'm not playing great. It really does change how you think playing like positioning wise where you can sort of be. I'm not doing a great job of explaining this to you, but definitely go out and play some Willow after this change because, you know, she feels more different than you might expect just from the simple sort of, you know, ability to glide. There goes the Lian nearly. Hello, Andro. For some reason didn't expect me to be here. I'm going to just F up a bit and try and not die. Lian is still be there. The Fernando has just been shielding an insane amount. Considering the fact that he's going for a Scorch setup, the Fernando has been a massive pain, and I could see it maybe getting nerfed. They did technically nerf it from the PTS. They put it down by 1,000. Scratch what I just said, by the way. For some reason I thought the Fernando was actually running the Scorch setup and then was just that good with the shield. No, he's actually going for Aegis and full Guardian, so it kind of makes sense. He's fully going in the direction of just buffing out his shield. I'm going to just try and blast away and not die. Somehow I'm actually still nearly gone. We're going to have to sort of hover around here a little bit and avoid them. I'm not going to fire. I'm just going to hide. I'm on 40 health. Dead there to the end. She actually went round to finish me off, I suppose, but we're having a bit of a hard time here. But what I was just trying to say is the Fernando is going for the full shield thing. Fernando went for Formidable for some reason, though, which I still don't really see the selling point for. Kind of crazy that people already, you know, consider Fernando, I think, to be in a really good position. I saw him a decent amount, and they buffed him, regardless of how you play him, because Scorch is kind of closer to Khan, and Aegis is technically also just buffed. I might be dead here. My positioning has been pretty rough in this one. Considering I said it's better, it still hasn't been great. Definitely been tanking a turn in this one. But yeah, the Fernando shield is pretty much just an indestructible wall. We can't really go through it. I'm trying to put the dead zone on him as well whenever we do eventually clear it, but yeah, I'm dead. Snow Globe is going to clear me. Lian has been super annoying. Andro kind of has too. I haven't really been able to fly around or play like on the ground either. We've been really heavily pushed in this one, but I do feel like I've still shown off Willow just a little bit differently. The servers have also been kind of more scuffed than normal in this one, which I think two people in the chat also already said, but it's kind of hard for me to get that across in the video. There's just been like a weird sort of delay that isn't really a delay. Like things just kind of, you know, stutter a little bit weird. Gonna pop the ultimate, just try and get these guys off. I might be dead here to the Lian. There's also a Fernando who was able to take me there. Didn't even actually take anything, I think, other than like 1 or 2 hits from my normal weapon. It's just Lian auto-aim shenanigans. There's the defeat. There's the win. They played really well as a team. Fernando with Aegis was kind of crazy there, especially with a maxed out Guardian. I think in a lot of scenarios, that is just something you can't really deal with. Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Maybe Fernando still needs to be pulled down again after, you know, where he's at the moment. I'm not sure. Formidable is still just such a strange talent compared to Aegis or Scorch, as I've said before. Overall, tough game as you sort of saw, but I think the teams both played quite well. We got kind of shredded, but yeah, the Lian went massive, so did the Dan. But Eevee and Andro not so much, but they were still pretty annoying, and then the Fernando shield, like I said, just huge there. Don't know what else I could say. That was Willow being able to fly. I'm kind of happy with this one being a little bit shorter. And this is the sort of change I don't think people will pick up on instantly. It'll take a little while for people to go against Willow flying and, you know, see it on their team and stuff. And then they'll think, oh, Willow can actually fly. Maybe I should try her again. And then people will pick her up. She performs well and they play her more and you see more Willow. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I haven't seen it very much so far in this patch. But it's usually a good way to gauge how excited people are about a change, but also how strong a change is. Fernando, for example, I have seen a ton compared to all the other characters, which says a lot. And yeah, aside from that, the build is really, really strong. I would say the talents are as well. I would not be surprised, and this is kind of what I was trying to say, if in a couple patches Willow becomes much more popular and ends up being nerfed, because card-wise, she's got some really, really strong picks. Talent-wise, the same. Even though I don't really get Nightshade, it is, you know, decent. Blastflower is really, really good, and I think Scorn can be insane kind of too. So yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it. Even Willow here is getting kind of tired of me yapping. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Definitely let me know what you want to see next. Your thoughts on the change to I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty.